LadyLucidity ASMR. Hello there, my lovelies, and welcome to another craft video. Today I'm going to be doing an updated version of one of my old pieces of artwork. So to do this, I'm using two boards, and these are from an old chest of drawers. I'll be using these three colours today from my latest acrylic sets. So we have our dark green, our mid green, and most important, our metallic green. These are going to mix to make our backgrounds. I'm also going to be using my handy masking tape to recreate my flowers, and I also have some artificial leaves to give it that little something extra. Now, long-term viewers of my channel will know that one of the first videos I ever did was making flowers out of masking tape. It's still on the channel and it's very, very old. And so I thought I would do an updated version for you guys in 2023. So, to glue my flowers to my board, I'll be using the matte Mod Podge. If you want to try this at home, you could use a glue gun or some wood glue. And I need my trusty palette and a couple of good brushes. So first I'm going to need my colours, and they are a little bit stubborn coming out of the tubes. Especially this dark green one. It really didn't want to come out. And then finally our metallic green. This is super important for this make. It gives extra dimension and shine in sunlight, and it looks really beautiful. So I'm going to use this rounded brush. I think that's going to give me the effect that I am looking for. So we're just going to take a little bit of each onto the end of our paintbrush and just swirl it lightly around the board. And I'm only going to be blending the very edges of each colour because I want it to have texture, so I don't want it into one blended colour. I want you to be able to see the different shades within it. You can already see this metallic, like leaf green colour. It really makes it pop. Zoom you guys in so you can see the detail a little bit better. And this wood is super smooth, so the paint just glides over it. Just like that. And we are only using the edge of the paintbrush, not using the whole thing, just the edge. super vibrant on my camera, but as you'll see in the pictures later, this green is actually a lot more subdued, shall we say. So I just want to work all the way down over our board. We're going to cover the entire thing in this textured background. So just keep working all the way down. Just add a bit more of this light green and wiggle it down. Just move that down a little bit and add our darker shade for contrast. And just keep swirling, keep swirling. Down, 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 down. I find it so therapeutic just to spread the colours around. Here we are. You'll notice it's still a little bit on the damp side. It's mostly air dried now, but you can really see how the colours pop. So, my next task is to scatter these leaves around our board using our Mod Podge. Now this is going to look like I'm using a lot, but it does dry clear, so you don't have to worry. So I'm going to bring my other board in that I made earlier, as I said that I was going to make two for this project. So here's the first one. And I have my roses and my leaves already on this side, and I kind of want to take the pattern over to the other side, make it look like one cohesive piece. So I'm just going to plan where I want my leaves to go. Being very generous with the Mod Podge, just spread it out and wiggle my leaves into place. Okay, just covering the edges here in the Mod Podge. You won't see it once it's dried, but it will help them to adhere to the wood better. So again, just spread the glue out and place my leaves. Give them a helping hand. And once I have my leaves in place, I can then position my flowers, which is the most exciting part. And I'll show you how to make these. So, you're going to want to start with the central part part of your flower, and then it's as simple as this. You make a little bridge with your piece of tape, so fold the two corners down, then push the sticky side against your rose like this. Just wrap it around and mould it to the shape you want your petals. And it is just a case of rinse and repeat. And what I like about this process is no two roses are ever the same. So again, flick your corners down and stick. Wrap it round, and you'll start to get a little stalk happening naturally at the bottom, which is very useful for positioning them later. So again, tab down and make sure you rotate so you get petals on every side. And it's as easy as that. And you can keep going and add as many petals as you like to make your flower larger or smaller. So this was a technique I discovered I could do while I was at uni, and for one of my end of year projects I made probably over 100 of these. It was a lot. I filled almost a whole wall side of my little cubicle. So here they are all on together. Don't they just look beautiful? I'm so happy with it. I'll give you guys a close up of the flowers themselves, and then you'll notice I have these white dots. These are dots of gloss Mod Podge, and they are going to dry clear, so they will look like little raindrops all over my flowers. Once these are properly dried, I will then mount them onto my wall, and this will be my finished backdrop. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, I will see you very soon.